morning everyone. Hi, this is Vaishali Siddhappa. Definitely this is the first time you guys are going to see me and going to listen my lecture. We never met person to person, so it's quite difficult to understand my teaching level and upgrading yourself with my teaching. So it takes some time. So it's the first class, so I really don't know how exactly your grasping level, how you're going to catch up the topics. So for that reason, at the same time, I don't know which language you're comfortable with. So today's class definitely completely I will be going with English medium. So this is my mail ID. You just note down. So vaishalisidappa@gmail.com, Vaishali Siddhappa. If you are finding any difficulties while listening my classes to make you, if I'm not conveying any of the topic, you can mail me. You can clear your doubts. So today's class, I'm going to start with consumer behavior. I have heard that the first chapter got completed. Thankfully, the first chapter and the second chapter, it is not much connected. The first chapter, what you have studied, it is all introduction part. So today's class, what I'm going to talk about, the one of the microeconomics topic. Microeconomics topic is the second chapter, that is consumer behavior. So when I'm talking about this microeconomics and consumer behavior, let me give you an introduction why consumer behavior is important in microeconomics in your syllabus. So what is consumer? What is consumer behavior? Who is a consumer? Who is a consumer? Me? You guys? So everybody in this world, everyone is a consumer. From a newborn baby who is an infant, so the person who is about to die, both are considered as the consumers. Because who is a consumer? Who is going to buy goods and services? Why we are demanding goods and services? Why we are buying goods and services? Simple reason, because you think you will get satisfaction when you are going to buy goods and services. So for an example, you just walking on a road and you have seen an ice cream there. You got tempted very much. You want to taste ice cream. Why you want to buy ice cream? Why you want to spend your money to buy ice cream? So definitely you think that after eating it, while eating it, you will get satisfaction. So consumer. So you are buying ice cream, so that means you are a consumer. Tell me, any of the person who is watching this video, tell me one person who can say that till now in my whole life, not even a single thing I have consumed. Not even a pen, not even chocolate, not even any grocery, not even clothes. I have not consumed anything till now. So no. The answer is no. Everybody have consumed lot of goods, infinite goods. You cannot even measure, you cannot even count how many goods and services you have consumed actually in real sense. So this way, he is a consumer. Who is a consumer? Me, you, everybody in this world. And the behavior. What is behavior? How I am going to behave? When I am going to consume any of the good, consume means purchasing, eating, both the sense you can take. Eating also consuming, and purchasing also we call it as a consuming. It depends on which sentence I am using. After that you have to conclude what exactly the meaning of it. Consumer behavior, being a consumer, how you going to behave? How you going to behave? So that we're going to measure, we're going to analyze in this chapter. Being a consumer, how you're going to behave. It is not economics concept, it is your concept, yeah, my concept. Exactly how we going to behave when you're going to consume any good, when price increases, when price decreases, when you see any advertisement, your taste changes, you want to buy something else instead of this. So how exactly you're going to behave? What your psychology says, what your mind says, what exactly your preferences are, what exactly you want to buy. So this way you are thinking how you are going to think. We are trying to analyze it with the help of this chapter, which is called as consumer behavior. So now you got the brief introduction about consumer behavior. So next concept here we are going to talk about utility. So the concept here we are going to talk about, that is utility. what is the meaning of utility and what is utility. So definitely utility is very different words for you guys. Last year syllabus and this year syllabus, so it's in really very in opposite direction. Indian economy and statistics to the Indian economy, economics, and this year macro what you are going to read, it is totally opposite and very diverse subjects. So definitely you really don't know what exactly utility is. So let me brief you what exactly utility is. Utility is nothing but, so okay, first let me give you one example through that you most probably going to understand in a better way. For example now, I really love Arsu Road in a Mysore. That's my favorite road for the window shopping. Window shopping is nothing but you from the outside of the shop you're going to see every dress, every shop from the outside when you're walking on the street of Arsu Road. So just imagine I'm walking on Arsu Road. I started seeing each and every shop's clothes. So then finally I started liking one of her dress. I really felt if I'm going to use this dress, I'm going to get satisfaction by if I'm going to wear it. If I'm going to wear it, I'm going to get maximum satisfaction. You expect it? You're expecting after wearing whether you're going to get satisfaction or not. That is a different concept. Before wearing only you're thinking that this dress will definitely looks good on me. You're expecting it before consuming any of the good. If you're expecting the satisfaction, you're expecting the satisfaction, I'll buy this, I'll get this much of satisfaction. Okay, let me give you one more example. So your mother is cooking, so she's preparing dosas and she'll ask you how many dosas you need. So you will say 2 is more than enough. So one you had it, you just started consuming and you're very hungry, let me tell you. You started having the second dosa. So let me tell you, second dosa you're having and your hungerness, you're clear, you're done. So you're done now, so you had enough now. So you say thanks mama and you'll go. That means you're expected, 2 dosas will be more than enough to satisfy yourself, to come out of your hungerness. That's 2 dosas are more than enough. Now you're expecting, no, that 2 doses are enough. The expectation before having it, you expected this 2 doses are more than enough to satisfy myself. At the same time, I can come out of a hunger. So this expectation is called utility. This expectation is called utility. So in this case, it is a want satisfying power. It is a want satisfying power. It is a power. It says that if you see any commodity, you say that this, but if I'm going to consume this good, I'll be getting maximum satisfaction. You're going to expect that you will get maximum satisfaction, what you are expecting, the power what you have. I'm purchasing this pen. Some power of satisfaction it is there in this pen. I'm purchasing this, I'm spending my money, I have very less money, I'm spending on this pen because I'm expecting some of utility here in this pen. I'm expecting satisfaction in this pen. So I can expect satisfaction from this pen. So it is called satisfaction power of a commodity. What is a commodity? This pen is a commodity. Dosa, it can be a commodity. So this way, every good will be having some capacity to satisfy you. Juice will satisfy. Food will satisfy, some of the vegetable will satisfy you. So this way each and every good is having some limitation, some capacity of satisfying you. So that's why every commodity is having satisfaction power. You are clear? The second point. The second point says it is subjective. It is very much subjective. Why it is a subjective? It is a subjective because it changes place to place, person to person, time to time. For example, what is the meaning of subject? Subjective means which is psychological, which differs from one person to another person, which differs from place to place. For example now, so let me tell you one example by taking satisfaction. Yeah, utility varies from place to place. It changes from place to place. Okay. So keep it this in our mind. So places. Okay, in winter season, the long boots, the long jackets, a big hat which is leathered one, which woolen one, they use it because the winter they'll go to minus levels. The temperature will be -2, -3, -4 sometime. So the winter temperature will be so low. So for them, to avoiding the getting heating inside is really important. So for that reason, they'll start using the new kind of a coats and all. So the same way, when it comes to winter in a Mysore, do we do that? No, because winter is hardly 16, 17. In the midnight, most probably 13 and 14. I have not seen recording less than 10 in Mysore. So this way, it changes from place to place. The person who is going to wear long jackets, the long boots, too many sweaters, shawls, mufflers, gloves, everything, he is getting satisfaction in Himalaya stretch. But if I wear it in Mysore, so I don't think so I will be getting the same satisfaction what the person is getting in a Himalaya. So the satisfaction, what we say, it differs from place to place. So definitely it is going to change. So next, it is going to change from person to person, isn't it? I have seen so many people consuming a lot of. I have seen my own friends. They doesn't like tomato much. In a food anywhere they search, they get any kind of a tomato pieces, they'll pick and they'll keep it in the side of a plate. So they doesn't like it. But for me, I love tomato. Whenever I prepare any of the food, if I am going to eat any of the food, the sourness of the tomato, the flavor of tomato, I really love it. So I add more tomatoes when I am going to prepare anything. So this way, I am getting satisfaction from the same commodity in a different way. Other person getting not at all getting satisfaction. So that person is not eating, but I am eating. So that means from tomato I am getting satisfaction, I am getting utility, but that person is not getting any utility from it. So this way it changes from person to person. You have seen so many people, they smoke. They are smoking. For us, when we see any of the smokers, in box also it is written, it is injurious to health. The person who is smoking, he will get maximum satisfaction. He will get maximum satisfaction. But for us, what the person is smoking, it never gives us satisfaction. We think that why he is smoking. It is not good. So this way, smoking gives him satisfaction, not to us. So this way, satisfaction differs from person to person. Last one, time to time. Seasonal wise, time to time. So morning, when you're going to wake up, you're going to see that it is early morning. So it is chilling outside. You feel like eating and drinking something which is really hot. So you can go with the coffee, you can go with tea, which is really hot. We can add something, which can bring heat to your body. You really like that. When it's a summer season, when it is in summer season time, when it's a summer season, if you wake up in the midnight, anytime you are coming back home, first thing what you're going to order, you're not going to ask any of the things. First thing, you will open your refrigerators and you'll try to take out the bottle and you'll start drinking water. So satisfaction from time to time also going to change. So this way, it is very subjective. It is very different from place to place, person to person. At the same time to time, our satisfaction, utility from one commodity, it is going to change. It will be keep changing. It will be varying. The third thing which we have to talk when it comes to utility, that is satisfaction is actual. Then see here, utility is nothing but satisfaction only. But utility is expected satisfaction. I'm using this pen. From this pen I can write 5 hours. I'm expecting this, right? 5 hours it is writing. I don't know whether it's going to write or not, actual way. But I'm expecting that if I have paid for 20-30 rupees for this. If I'm writing in this, if I'm getting satisfaction, to get a satisfaction, if I'm writing 3 to 4 hours, that's more than enough for me. I'm expecting to write 3 to 4 hours. That is the expected satisfaction. The expected satisfaction is utility. So satisfaction means in real sense the actual one. I've purchased the pen, I'm writing. In 3 years I have written. This is the actual use of this pen. I expected 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, 4 to 5 hours. But actually I'm getting used, I can use this pen only 3 hours. Your satisfaction and utility both are different. Utility means expectation from the commodity. Satisfaction is the actual satisfaction what I am getting. So this one you can find out after eating, after consuming. Utility happens before consuming, before eating. Clear with the concept? What exactly utility is? Utility is you see anything you feel like you will get maximum satisfaction. You think that I can get satisfaction from this. Okay, I'll give you one more example now. So you're just going out with your friends from because of a lockdown and corona and these all the situations. You're not being much outside. So now today you're going out. You have seen gobi manchuri somewhere, so you felt like, oh my god, it's been so long having gobi manchurian, so let me have it. So you're almost craving from 2 to 3 months to have gobi manchurian. So you've been to there, you started having it. You had also. You thought, did not had from 2 months, definitely the taste will be very nice. When you will eat, you felt like, oh my god, it is really good. When you started continually, the spiciness was pretty much more in the gobi manchurian that day when you were going to have it. So then ultimately you did not get much satisfaction. So you expected, why you purchased it? Because you expected you will get maximum satisfaction. That's called utility. After having it, it was so spicy enough you felt like why I had it. So that's called satisfaction. Real and actual one, which is expected one. So now, can you measure your utility? Is it possible? So anybody who is watching this video, so anybody can say that. So I can measure utility. Think and tell me. So okay, just ask me. So whether I had coffee or not. Okay, I'm not going to drink coffee and tea, but still I'll tell you. I had juice now. I had it. Ask me how much satisfaction I got it. Let me tell you, I got 100 kg of satisfaction. Okay, kg is not okay. So let me tell you 100 calories of satisfaction. That is not okay. So okay, let me tell you 50 tons of satisfaction I got it after consuming a glass of juice. Is it okay? No, it is not okay. Utility, as I said, it is subjective. You cannot measure. The things I'm getting satisfaction, the same quantity, same much as much as I got it, the same much as another person is going to get that satisfaction. It is not going to happen. It is really not going to happen. So this way, measuring utility is impossible. It is not going to be possible. But still, to develop a basic theories, what economists, few of the economists, they made effort to try to measure utility, which is impossible to measure. They've tried measuring that. Finally, they came with two theories. The two important approach. The first approach is cardinal approach. The second approach is ordinal approach. They came with the two theories. One is a cardinal approach, another one is the ordinal approach. So now, I'm not going to discuss much about cardinal approach and the ordinal approach. Right now, I'm going to keep it that way. After completion of this concept, then I'll continue with the cardinal approach and the ordinal approach. Let me continue. I'll keep it this ordinal for the next classes. What is cardinal approach? What is the meaning of cardinal? To understand cardinal approach of measurement of utility, you have to understand basic three concepts. The first concept is initial utility. The second concept is total utility, which is TU. The third concept is explaining this, but to explain the table and diagram, it is needed. What is initial utility? Before explaining this, let me go with example. Why I am giving example? Because your economic terms are so difficult for you guys. If I am not giving you example, it is quite difficult to understand. So catch me with the example. After catching the example, definitely you can understand these all concepts like this. So now, when I am talking about initial utility, just imagine yourself, you're very thirsty. You just came by running from a school or college. You just came by running. You're really very thirsty. When you come back home, you sit. First thing what you're going to ask your parents that I need a glass of water. You're going to get a glass of water. So you're going to take a sip. One sip. After taking one sip, first thing what you'll say, oh my God, Amma. So something like this. So you're going to take a long breath and you're going to enjoy that first sip of a glass of water because you're so thirsty. You came back home by running. After having the first glass of water, you're going to get the maximum satisfaction. The first sip, what you got it right. Why you said, oh my God, these are all different expressions why you are giving, because that has given you the maximum satisfaction. Most probably when actually this instant happen in a regular life, most probably we never identified it. When I will be giving the example, most probably you can make out yourself, when you're in that place, when you're in that situation is going on, definitely it is happen with you. So you're very thirsty, you came home by running, you finally consumed a glass of water. By taking the first sip, you felt like, oh my God, not even a first sip it is possible. You just imagine without stopping, you just went with the first glass of water without taking a single break, you just taking a water inside. So that means the first glass of water, it is giving you the maximum satisfaction. The initial satisfaction is nothing but it gives you the maximum satisfaction. The initial utility always to anybody it gives you the maximum satisfaction. Let me tell you one more example. You're very hungry. Morning you have skipped your breakfast as you people do. Because of a college rushing, you will get up late. You will come to the college. You are not ate anything, not even a glass of water. When you reach home in the afternoon, the first thing what you need is food, and when you're going to have it, the first taste, you're going to take the first spoon, the first bite you're going to take, you're going to enjoy a lot. That's going to give you the maximum satisfaction than the any other additional spoons and bites of food. The first bite always gives you the maximum satisfaction. So that's why it is called initial. Initial means beginning, the first stage, the first spoon, first bite, first glass, first bowl. So this way, the first thing what you're going to consume, always it's going to give you the maximum satisfaction. Sweet, you can take it, you have purchased sweet and you're going to take one bite, it gives you the maximum satisfaction. After that consuming, I'll tell you in the future what's going to happen. It's the initial utility. And the next concept here what you have, that is total utility. What is the meaning of total utility? So now let me tell you, this topic what I am going to teach you, it is for 4 marks. So for the introduction part, you can write these all. For the introduction part, you have to explain utility, then you have to come with ordinal approach. So then you have to go with cardinal, what exactly these all. Let me tell you this question what I have written. I have in a precise way I have written, but it is for the 4 marks for your exam, one of the important question for this chapter. At the same time, if you want to understand this cardinal approach whole in sum, you have to understand the basic concept this. So let me continue with the TU. What is total utility? The total utility is to satisfy myself how many glass of water I am going to consume. As I said, I came from a running, I was very thirsty, I have taken a first glass of water, it is not enough still, I will go with the second glass of water, it's not enough, I just want to continue my sips. the third glass of water, then you'll go with the fourth glass of water. After taking the fourth glass of water, you're fulfilled and you're like, okay, fine, more than this I cannot drink. I came out of my thirstiness, it quenched my thirstiness, I'm done with my drinking of glass of waters. Finally, to satisfy yourself, to come out of his thirstiness, any person if is drinking 4 glasses, that means the total utility he is getting from 4 glasses of water. He is going to use how many glasses? 4 glasses of water he is going to consume to get total utility. Okay, let me tell you, come with the points now. Fixed quantity of commodity. To get satisfied, he is going to take some fixed quantities. These many 4 glasses, 5 glasses, 4 apples, 5 dosas, 4 dosas, 3 dosas. So this way, what fixed commodity he is going to consume. The next one, total satisfaction is derived from the consuming given amount of some commodity of X. That means one commodity he is going to consume here. I mentioned with the X. Why I mentioned X? Because in your textbook also they have taken X. If I am going to take any other example while writing answer, it will be quite difficult. So X can be water, X can be sweet, X can be vegetable. Excuse me. So this way, any of the good continuously you can consume. Okay. So the total consumption what you are doing to satisfy yourself in one particular time. So that will be called total utility. For example, now how are you going to write total utility? Total utility is equal to U1, first glass of water. TU is total utility. U is utility by the first glass of water, utility by second glass of water, utility by third glass of water, utility by fourth glass of water. That means, otherwise you can say utility by first apple, second apple, third apple and the fourth apple. So you can take any of the examples. So I've stopped here for the 4 glasses of water. So if you feel like 4 glasses of water is not enough for you, so you can continue your consumption U5, U6 too. You can go continuation, you can go in the continuation. But being a ordinary person, I feel 3 to 4 glasses also very much, it's too much. For the sake of example, I have taken 4 glasses. If you want to continue 5th glass and 6th glass also, you can take it. So now, when I'm consuming the first glass of water, how much satisfaction I got? I got 12 units. Let me tell you, any satisfaction what we are getting, utility we are getting, that is measured by one of the word, that is units. That is by units. Otherwise, you can measure that in terms of utils. As I told you, it is quite impossible to measure utility, but still economists have tried measuring utility in terms of units and utils. See here, we are not taking any kgs, grams, calories, any liters. We are not taking these all measurement tons or something. So we are taking a measure units, otherwise utils. Okay. So in the future, you have to remember when I say that units, utils. So it's all about utility measurement. So now, I have consumed the first glass of water. After consuming the first glass of water, the satisfaction what I have got, that is 12 units. How much I got it? 12 units. That means the first unit, when I have consumed the first glass of water, I am getting 12 units of satisfaction. It's, as I said, it's no necessary to measure. You cannot measure it, but still economists they have tried to understand the basic things of consumer behavior. I have consumed the second glass. From the second glass, not from the first and second, from only second glass, I am getting satisfaction how much? 10 units. I have continued my consumption because I am still thirsty. I am going to consume the third glass. From the third glass, I am getting 6 units of satisfaction. I have continued again. From the fourth glass, I am getting 2 units of satisfaction. This way, first unit how much I got? 12, 10, 6, 2. What is the total utility I got it? 30. To satisfy got 6. From 4, 2. If I continue, 5 and 6 will also continue. Plus 1. Okay, I'll keep it 2 only. Plus, from the 6th I got. So then what is the total utility is 33. If I am adding this 2 extra, U5 and U6, from U5 I am getting 2 units again, because 4th also giving me 2 units. 6 units giving me 1 unit of satisfaction. So combining it, it is already 30. 2 plus 1 is 3. 30 plus 3 is 33. What is the total utility I am going to derive? I am going to derive 33 units to quench my thirstiness. To satisfy yourself, combiningly how many goods you are going to use, so that will be called total utility. Hope you understood actually what the total utility is. Okay. So fine, now I have 2 more different formulas for total utility. This I'll keep it this. I'm going to keep it this the same way. I'm going to talk about the different concepts. So let me complete the marginal utility concepts. Then again I'm going to come with total utility. So okay, what is marginal utility? Here you can see the next heading. This is total utility, what we have read. You can make note of these all stuffs. Anyways, I will be giving notes, but still this is the content what you have to remember and write down. Marginal utility. What is marginal utility is? For example now, let me write here. Can I wipe this if it is done? Okay. So just imagine that I'm going to consume the first glass of water. I've consumed the first glass of water. I got 12 units of satisfaction. Can you see here? 12 units of satisfaction here. I consume the second glass plus how much satisfaction I got? 10. So before writing this, totally how many? Just ignore this. Now what is the total utility? Total utility I got it from the first unit, and total utility is 12. Yeah. Now after consuming the second, I started consuming the second. So the new thing, this is a new, it is already there, it is a new thing which is added to the total. This is the new one, yeah, extra. Otherwise, additional. For the total utility, this is the additional one. It is adding to the 12. So, this is the total utility now, which is 12. 10 got added. So, now what is the total? 22. Yes. Now, the total is 22. This is the TU, and the new which is added. This is the new thing which is added from the second class. The new utility which is added to the old. This is the old, this is the new. The new utility which is added to the old one. So then again you will get to the new total utility, which the new one which is added, getting added. This is called marginal utility. Okay. Now after adding this, again it become 22. Now after consuming the second glass, the total utility is 22. Now just imagine I am not quenched my thirstness, so I will continue my consumption for the third glass. I am going with the third glass of water. If I am consuming the third glass of water, so then plus the third glass of water I am consuming in this one, you don't see that, that's for the next example. Just keep it there. So I am consuming the third one, the third glass of water. The third glass of water is giving me 6 units of satisfaction. It is already old now. I am consuming the third one. additional, it's a new, extra or additional which is added to the total. It's already 22 is the total which is added to the total. That's called marginal utility. Now in this line total utility is 22 added to the marginal utility. Now the total utility is 28. 22 plus 6, it is 28. Yeah. Now we got the new total utility which is 28. So now I have consumed the fourth class again. I am continuing with fourth class again. From the fourth class, I got the satisfaction 2 units, 28 plus 2. That means the 2 what I am consuming, that is new, extra and additional. So that means this is called marginal utility. 2 is marginal utility and 28 is total utility. Now 2 got added to this. Now total utility is 30. That means the 4 glasses of water after consuming I am going to get 30 units of satisfaction. That means TU is 30. Can you see before it was there 30? Now again I continued with the 5th class and the 6th class. So finally it have become 33. So I'll just continue now the same concept. Okay. So now before coming to this table, let me come here. So let me talk about this concept. First one, additional satisfaction to the TU. I just told you, I made you understand now. We already are having a total utility. The things which is added to that, the newly which is getting added to that, that will be called marginal utility. You can see here, additional satisfaction to the total utility, which is added to total utility, new and new. That will be considered as additional satisfaction. On the other side, you have here new and extra. So I just mentioned you the new and extra which is adding to the total utility, which will be called as new and extra. The third one says it represents the utility in a single unit. Each single unit. Can you see here? This is a single unit, this is a single unit, this is a single unit, and this is a single unit. So this way each single unit will be considered in the marginal utility. In the bulk we are not going to consider. What bulk will be? TU is going to consider all bulk goods and services. But in the marginal utility we are going to consider only single commodity. A single unit will be considered. When I am going to talk about marginal utility, what is the formula to find out marginal utility here? So we have the formula here. This is a 1 mark question. They might ask you, what is the formula of marginal utility? The marginal utility mu is equal to TU is minus TU n minus 1. So marginal utility is equal to TU minus TU n minus 1. This is a formula what we are going to use to find out to what exactly marginal utility is all about. So let me tell you I'll just tell you how we will find out. Before that we have a table. Let me make you understand this. So now the way I explained with one of the example, we have a different example here. So now this example and this example is different. So try to ignore this. So I'm going to clean it this also. Initial, total and marginal utility. You got that point too? Okay. So now, that was a different example. That's the reason why I wiped out. The first unit, You are consuming the first one, continued with the same commodity, okay? Without changing the commodity, you are going to consume. You are consuming the third, you are consuming the fourth, you are consuming the fifth, you are consuming the sixth. Without giving break, you are going to continuously, you are going to consume these all goods. What will be the best thing to have it in the season? Mango, yeah. That's my favorite fruit too. So it's a season fruit right now. So definitely I'm going to talk about mango now. Just imagine I consumed the first mango I got whenever I told you initial utility when I was explaining cardinal approach. You have to understand the basic concepts. I explained you very well. Initial utility means the first one what you're going to get, you're going to use. From that you're going to get maximum satisfaction. So that's called initial utility. So now I consumed the first one. I got the utility from only one mango. From only one mango, how much satisfaction I'm going to get? I'm going to get 12 units of satisfaction. Can you see this? I'm going to get 12 units of satisfaction. So that means this is called the 12 units what we are writing here in the first one. 12 units, it is the initial utility. Otherwise, you can call it as you are going to get maximum satisfaction. You're going to get maximum satisfaction in it. Is it clear with the point now? So first mango I have consumed, I have eaten. It was really yummy. I really enjoyed eating. It's the first one. I was craving to have mango. I enjoyed and I got the maximum satisfaction. Right now, ignore marginal utility which is mu. So I have consumed the second one. By adding the first one and the second one, total utility how much I got it? I'm not talking about only after consuming the second I got 18. No. After consuming the first one and the second one. After consuming first one and the second one, total utility would have got, that is 18. After consuming the first and the second, both is 18. And after consuming first one, second one and the third one, first one, second one and the third one, combiningly, continuously consuming, and continuously the total is 22. I consumed the first one, I consumed the second one, I consumed the third one. The total satisfaction I got it from all the three, total combining, it is 22. Again, I will continue. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. How much we got it? 24. Combiningly all mangoes. I'll continue my consumption. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Remains same with the 24. I've continued my consumption to the next level. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus the fifth one. Because plus sixth one, I've got 22 units. I've consumed the first, only first and second. After consuming the first one, I've got 12. By only one, I got 12. 1 and 2 mixing, 18. 1 and 2 and 3 mixing, 22. 1 and 3 and 4 mixing, 24. 1 and 2, 3, 4 mixing, 5 mixing, 24. 5 with a 6, 22. So this way, I got the total satisfaction. Now, it's a small logic behind it. I consumed the 12. I consumed the first unit. How much I got it? 12. Now, I know already 12 is the first unit. 18 is the total. 18 minus 12. How much I got it? 6. Am I right? When I am consuming the first one, as I represented here, 12 units of satisfaction I am getting. That means first unit I am getting 12 units. Total is 18. Then how much it is giving? 6 units. Yeah. Go with an, it will and the third unit you're going to add for the 4 units. So total will be 22. So the next one, as you know, the first unit is 12, the second unit is 6, the third unit you're going to consume, you're going to get satisfaction of 4 units. Totally you already got to know which is 24 units. So that means combining this it will be 22. The fourth unit, that means 24 minus 22, you will get 2 units. That means from the fourth unit what you're going to get, it's only 2 units of satisfaction. So again from the first unit it's 12, second unit 6, third unit 4, from the fourth, from the fourth unit 2, from the fifth unit, and the actual satisfaction, the total satisfaction is 24 what we are seeing. First unit, totaling this you are going to get 24. If you are going to get 24 here also you have 24. 24 minus 24 you will get 0. That means by consuming the fifth unit you are going to get 0 satisfaction. In the next one, first one you are going to get 12 units, 6, 4, 2, 0. Now by adding this you are getting 24. By combining these all, you are going to get 24 and total utility is 22. That means it will lesser 2. So that means you have to consider minus 2 now. So that means your extra satisfaction by consuming the sixth unit, the satisfaction is going to turn out into negative side. So now the satisfaction will be minus 2, which is a really challenging one. So now what you got to know, we'll consider that with the formula. This is the formula what we have. MUN is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1. So you can write it like this also. So this way, now you consider the problem. So I'll just erase this. I hope you got it clear with that point now. Let me go with a different way how we are going to find out the marginal utility. So now we'll go with the concept. So formula is MUN is equal to TUN minus 1. If you're going to consider this formula, in this one, if you want to find out MU3 for the third unit, what extra addition satisfaction you're going to get. So for that, you have to take out TU3 minus TU2 before that one. So now TU3 is 22, TU2 which is 18. The satisfaction what you are going to get, the marginal utility, it's okay, sorry, the marginal utility is from the third unit what you are going to get, it is 4 unit. Can you see this? Yeah, have it in here. This is the way how you are going to get this. So now let me go with other things. If you want to find out MU5 is equal to, always you have to take the first one, MU5 minus MU4. MU5 and MU4. So this is, sorry, it is TU5 minus TU4. So this way when you are going to do this, TU5 is 24. TU4 is 24. Answer is 0. Can you see here? We got 0. So this is the methodology which you are going to adopt to find out what is the marginal utility. This is actually the way you have to find out, but the best possible way I'm going to teach you. 18, 12 you have to write the same thing. 18 minus 12, 6. 22 minus 18, 4. 24 minus 22, 2. 24 minus 24, 0. 22 minus 24, minus 2. This is the best possible way to find out marginal utility in the future, to easily go with the flow, easy method to find out. So now, I told you this is the 2 formulas which I have left. So let me talk about what is total utility. So there you can see total utility is a summation of marginal utility. So that means MU1 how much? 12 plus MU2 how much? MU2 0. Okay, and what you got is minus 2. So combining 12 plus 6, 18, 4, 24, 24 plus 2, which is 12 plus 16, 16 plus 4, which is 22, 22 plus 2, which is 24, 24 plus 0, it's 24, 24 minus 2 will be 22. Can you see here? It's minus because the last number what we have got, it is the minus. So that's why this is the summation. So adding this all things, what you got is 22. So that means if you go with this formula, TU is equal to summation of 22 is summation of MU is nothing but 22. That means TU is 22. From after consuming the 6 glasses of water, the total utility what we are getting, that is 22 units after consuming the 6th unit. So I hope you got this point perfectly. So I went with proper examples while doing the classrooms.